The Mixed Mornings and More podcast with Steph and Sean.
Now available daily.
Good morning, world.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday is the first day of the best month of the year, February.
I sense that your birthday announcement is coming up 2.5 weeks early.
It's just a good month, Steph, okay? Just because my birthday lies, and also it's 5:30 raise for us. Ding, how the heck are you? And it's just a good month, okay? But hey, let's not talk about that because I got one of the most interesting emails last night, and I think you should just take it from here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You were curious about people's bowel movements?
Okay.
Is that what?
I just wanted to remind them about them. I, last night, sent an email to my volunteers to remind them about their shifts today without the F.
Poop.
Yep.
Shifts, but without an F.
And I would just like to say that I did not get any blue underline, no green underline,
Well,
no
it's because
red.
it's a real word.
I know, but like Grammarly should have said, I don't think this is what you mean, reminding people about their shifts with no F.
They don't kink shame. Maybe they think that you're into it.
They do not think I'm into it.
They don't know. It's a bot. Maybe they think you like that kind of thing.
Okay, well, I think that everybody except you with your eagle eye spectacles on and one other person just read over it as if it was supposed to say shifts. I think they were like, this is the email about volunteer shifts.
I have it in front of me. So, hello, Wednesday camera operators. Just sending a quick reminder about your tomorrow. Smiley face.
Just a reminder, you volunteered to do
Use
this
the bathroom.
for us.
Just a reminder. We're all busy, but make sure to get to that toilet 3 times a day. Yesterday for the Arctic Winter Games, I headed out to Vista Ridge to present some medals, Steph.
How'd it go?
Okay, first of all, Vista Ridge needs a sign on where to turn off. Every time I head out there, I'm like, oh yeah, there's a sign telling you it's Vista Ridge this way. No, it's not. Sapere Creek Estates or whatever.
Yeah, which is obviously Vista Ridge. You've lived here for long enough that you know that.
Don't say obviously, okay? I know it's in that direction, but there's no signage whatsoever saying, hey, the ski hill's this way.
Are you sure
Anyways,
you're
that's
just not-
suggestion number 1.
Okay. All right. Suggestion number 2?
It could be warmer, but...
In the Arctic Winter Games.
That's
like
right.
Warmer weather, please.
Yeah. But it was great. It was so much fun. Like, just like being in the presence of like all these amazing athletes. I was like alpine skiing and snowboarding. So alpine skiing was like a timed run, and the snowboarding was like a trick kind of one where it was like just judged by a group of officials and everything. And so I got to do the announcing and everything of like announcing who got what medal. And then our homie Richard, who works here, he's like one of our marketing people. He got to hold the platter with all the medals on it.
Nice.
And then one of the Arctic Winter Game officials got to hand them all out. And it was just so fun to see like the excitement on everyone winning, the crowd cheering them on and everything. And it was just really, really cool to be a part of that all.
That's so awesome. Now, it was like, what, minus 26 yesterday?
Yeah, I think by that time it was like in the minus 30s with the wind chill. And so it was a little chilly. My hands, my extremities, my fingers and my toes are still a little cold, but you know what? It was worth it.
I'm glad. And I'm glad there was a crowd. That's what I mean. A crowd out there cheering on in the minus 20s. Good on ya. Now, I don't often remember to use my remote start.
Wild. Minus 40. Don't use a remote start.
I know, but gas prices. So sometimes I think my brain just tries to protect my wallet a little bit and doesn't remember until I'm already walking outside that the remote start would have been a good idea this morning.
Okay, and wait, doesn't your heat not work?
Yeah, the heat in the truck doesn't work.
Yeah, don't even use it. Just stop wasting gas.
What's it matter? But recently, it also just decided that it doesn't want to work anymore, the remote start part. And it just says error, and there's a little check engine light on it.
Oh, interesting.
I know. This thing has a screen. It's rechargeable. It should be a really cool remote start, but I feel like it's a bit of a diva.
Yeah, it's like, listen, lady, the heat doesn't work. Don't make me work for nothing, okay? We're not heating up the vehicle.
Yeah. Well, my truck says it needs an oil change.
Oh.
So it's like communicating to the remote start, I need an oil change. And the remote start's like, that must be an engine problem. Better not have any problems. I'll protect the engine by not starting.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, you need to put some money into me before you get the luxuries of everything that I provide you.
Yeah, and I can't tell if it's like a really smart of the remote start people to be like, this will get the oil changed faster in the truck because, of course, you want your remote start to work. Or if it's like, this is really annoying. I just want a remote start without a screen. And isn't this smart so that I can have a remote start whether my check engine light is on or not?
I would cave instantly. Like, that would make me do it instantly because I am a remote start sucker. I use it every day.
Yeah, you even use it in July.
Big time. Yeah. The new trailer for Love is Blind After the Altar, following up on season 3, Steph, has officially dropped.
Are we at a point where we can give marriage advice?
No.
You don't think?
SK cheated on me. I truly had no idea.
I've seen Nancy frequently over the past year. Does your family know me?
They do not.
Am I anticipating drama? 100%.
I cannot wait. Oh my God.
This is one of the reality shows that both you and I are just like extremely invested in.
Yeah, it's like these couples, they meet in the pods, they go on all these dates where they never get to see each other, they agree to get engaged at the end, and then you just see the drama ensue as they discover, I'm not attracted to you, or somebody else I had really good connection with is way better looking than you. It's terrible, but it is so juicy.
Yeah, and it's just another casting is like always top notch where it's entertaining and you can just sit back and enjoy it all. I'm very interested to see in the trailer as well. There was a part where SK says he wants to like re-propose to like Raven, or allegedly, we don't know, it was a teaser trailer. So just the whole thing, and I don't know if I believe everything that Raven says. Like they were both caught up in like lies.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. I'm really stoked that Cole and Zenib are coming.
Oh yeah,
because Shake, when he had kind of the fall from grace and turned out to be a terrible human, he didn't get included in the After the Altar reunion. But Cole, who was really kind of not on the good books of any of the cast members, is in the trailer and you can see that he's at the party. So I'm interested to see what happens with him and all the cast, let alone him and Zay.
Right, because I think at the we had a recap a while ago of season 3, and I think he said he was like trying to work on himself. So maybe he actually did try to get better moving forward. We'll find out.
Yeah, February 10th. Mark your calendars. That's what we're going to be doing. Arctic Winter Games finished out day 3 last night. And you and I are all about the camera operating. We're all about what's happening on the live stream, making sure it's a good experience for parents and people who are looking in on our region.
Yeah, what's your title again? You're the head of it or something?
The chair of the broadcast.
You're the chair. Yeah, I think I claimed like president or something. No one gave me that. I just claimed it. I'm like, heck, we're volunteers. I'm giving myself a title.
I don't think that one was on offer. I think maybe you should be like, you could be vice chair. I would give that to you.
No, I said president. I'm president. And CEO.
Wow.
I'm just adding titles now. You want to take one away? I'm adding another one.
I just want to let you know that if you give yourself titles like that, you have to be careful what kind of responsibility might come with it. Like, for instance, the guy who actually works for Sport Canada TV, who's really running the show of broadcasting,
right?
He texted me last night some really interesting numbers.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. See, now you want to listen up, President, don't you?
I delegate that to like the chair and stuff like you.
Well, last night we surpassed 100,000 views on our stream. That's 100,000 people looking in on the region, watching these amazing athletes do their sport so well. So cool.
I think that's really cool to put it in perspective like that, just to kind of showcase like, yeah, the world is watching the RMWB right now and everything that's going on within our region here.
Not only that, a comparable is in 2018 at the last Arctic Winter Games. It was hosted in Northwest Territories. 43,000 streams for the entire event.
Wow.
And we've only had 3 days. And we're at 100,000.
Oh, we're busting way above that for sure. Everyone's digging it. I like it.
Super cool. And one other comparable. So back in 2019, the Canada Winter Games were held in Red Deer. And for the whole of the first week of them, there were 275,000 views.
I think we can top that.
Yeah.
For sure.
They're predicting that we will top that. So keep watching if you're not able to make it. And how cool is it that we are on complete display this week and we're showing up in a big way?
Yeah.
I think Facebook is slipping.
You just realized this now? Is this an occurrence you just came to?
Okay. I mean, I've had a beef with Facebook for a long time, but I at least felt like it used to know me. It used to show me things I cared about. The suggested posts were like, of course you would show me this. This matters. I'll click on it. But for some reason, for like the last 2 weeks, all I've been seeing for suggested posts are about the Backstreet Boys.
That's great. You're complaining about this?
I'm complaining about it because it's really strange, deep fan pages that are like, it's Nick's birthday. We should make him a cake. I made this for Nick for his birthday. Look at this sign. Oh, now it's Brian's birthday. It is so weird.
Are you are you low-key liking it, or are you like ready to snooze and ban the Backstreet Boys? What direction are we going in here on your personal level?
We've gone into the snoozing and the forgetting and the no, hide the suggested post from me, but Facebook has not learned, which is what I mean. They don't know me. Not only did they not know me to show me all these deep pages, but they just keep getting deeper and deeper. I cannot escape the Backstreet Boys fans.
It's like, oh, you might have snoozed this Backstreet Boys group, but we found another one for you.
Yeah, here you go. Here's now Kevin's birthday.
Yeah, they're going to start showing you like Nick's feet. Like, you want to get some feet pics for you? We got feet pics now.
Even worse. So the Arctic Winter Games are happening all over town. It's so much fun to see all the different venues that got involved with this. And one of the big staple venues, of course, is Mac Island, because it has so many different facilities there.
Isn't it the biggest rec center in all of Canada?
It is.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. Toot that horn.
Humble brag.
But it's got curling rinks. It's got field houses, soccer, everything, arenas. And also it has multiple restaurants. You know, it's got the Yogan Fruits and the chopped leaf and the pretzel and the second cup. And yesterday I went 15 minutes before my shift thinking I'd grab a little snack before I started camera operating. But
did everyone else have the same idea?
Oh, yeah. And I mean, my shift was at 12:30, so I should have thought most people eat lunch at noon.
Yeah.
The lineups at all of these different restaurants was crazy.
Was it one of those lineups where like you kind of see a lineup and you're like, oh, there's no way that's for here, and so you keep walking, and as you're walking, like, oh no, it is. I have to go back.
Yes, that is exactly what it was. And there was people standing in circles, and I thought, oh, those people have broken the line. This isn't the line. But
when
no.
it branches off, it's so long into another one. No.
Yes, and so I was like, you know what? I guess it's the vending machine for me for lunch.
That is such a hard fall from what is there.
I know. There's so many delicious things. So I went over to the only vending machine I could find without a line, because even those had lines.
Goodness.
And I decided to buy some fruit snacks.
Oh, that's a good alternative. I like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know what? This sounds delicious.
Snacks are great.
Could have had a smoothie at Yogan Fruits. I guess I'll get some fruit flavored snacks.
Can I ask you what they run these days? What does a fruit snack run these days?
In a vending machine?
Yeah.
$3. Yeah. I was quite bewildered, but bewildered still was eating them and discovering this like really bad flavor. Just one of them.
A fruit snack?
Yeah.
Doesn't exist.
Well, it was one of the real fruit snacks, you know? So it's like...
We have real fruit in our fruit snacks.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't they all claim that?
I know, but these ones said like plant-based. Like they were like...
They had a comment at the end? Seriously.
Seriously.
Real fruit.
We've got to tote
Seriously.
this. And so I was like eating this fruit snack. I'm like, what was that awful one? Put another one in my mouth, same flavor. Blueberry. You ever thought about blueberry fruit snacks? Have you ever had a candy that was blueberry flavored? Yeah, there's a reason why. It's terrible on its own. That's why there's blue raspberry, because they're trying to be like, oh, there's a blueberry flavor, but actually it's terrible. So we're pairing it up with raspberry to make it good.
That is a big brain observation. I never did think of that.
Yeah, don't ever say yes to blueberry flavored anything.
Writing that in the notebook. Earlier this morning, Steph and I got to catch up with CBC reporter Devin Haru. He's a Saskatchewan boy, so we have that connection. And he has traveled the world for sports. He has told amazing stories. He's been to Olympics, Paralympics, you name it. He's covered it in the sports world. And we got to have a nice 12-minute chat with him. Now, that full chat is going to be airing on Fort McMurray Matters at noon today. But here's a little sneak peek in what he had to say about the region. Yeah, you're mentioning all the places that you've flown into and just gone to. How does flying into Fort McMurray compare to the Pyeongchangs of the world?
You know what I tell anyone, because some people from Toronto or other places might go Fort McMurray for the Arctic Winter Games, and I go, listen, the reality of having an Arctic Winter Games in a place like Fort McMurray is that the entire community wraps its arms around an event. I've gone to events in some bigger spots around the world where the event gets lost in the hoopla and the glam of a city. But in Fort McMurray, people understand what it means to help each other out, to rally around things. I think about a story I told on the national and across the country yesterday about a Northwest Territories player arriving for his biggest moment, but his hockey equipment didn't. And there's Terry Connors with the oil barons from Newfoundland and Labrador who moved to Fort McMurray, didn't leave. He loves it here. He rallies the troops, and they get Bradley Bartlett suited up. That is Fort McMurray to me. So it's awesome to be here.
Oh, I am so glad to hear that. I think Fort McMurray is one of the most surprising communities I've ever been to. It's just such a wonderful place. With the venues all over the place, they're just spread out around the region. It sounds like you've had a little bit of a chance to explore the venues. Have you seen anything else in Fort McMurray?
You know what? When you cover a multi-sport games, you actually don't get to see much of what's going on. I know how to drive from venue to venue. That's about it. I do love the brilliant complex where a lot of the sports are being held. It's a one-stop shop for action. You've got the hockey. I'm a huge curling fan. You've got the curling there, archery, table tennis, the Arctic, and the Dene sports. I'm getting my steps in, guys. You don't have to worry about that. I've been slacking on the gym, but running across that complex and then running out to the football field where the pull push and the snow snake is, it's just so wonderful. And you know, we're joking about the cold weather. When it is this cold, you need a complex like this. It is a state-of-the-art facility that could only host something like this. And I think it's just such a great job, you know, talking to organizers, the volunteers coming together. I hear it's a bit of a last-minute town. But last minute, the slogan, time to shine, everybody's shining.
A big Wednesday hello to SPCA Pet of the Week Day.
Big shout out to Eagle Ridge, downtown, Pet Values in those two locations.
And hello
I just like to switch up the wording every now and then. Sue me.
And hello to Misty, who brought a dog friend with her today.
Hi, so this is Harper, one of our actual long-term resident at the shelter, our canine. Our other one, Velma, went home yesterday, so pause up for Velma and her family. Harper's been in the shelter for over 238 days.
Oh.
Wow.
238 days. She loves everyone. Right today, she's a little bit off because she was like, wait, we went in the car. She's great in the car, by the way. She was like, okay, where are we going? And then we pull up the studio, and she was kind of unsure at first, but she's already warmed up pretty quickly. Her only quirk is she doesn't like other dogs, so she just wants all the love. Like, I mean, this girl
love.
has so much love. Like, she was kissing like the side of Kim and my face on the way up. She loves to be in your lap. She is an excellent ball player. She loves fetch. She's great on leash. I know if you've been up to the shelter and you've walked some of our dogs, she is a fan favorite because she's so great at it. She's got the energy to burn, so she'd probably be a great summer hiking buddy in the trails.
What do we think in age and breed?
2. She is a 2-year-old shepherd cross.
Yeah,
so she's got all those shepherd vibes and all those. She's just great. 100% recommend.
Kind of like right below your knee height. She's got that lovely brown color to her. Just beautiful looking dog. I am actually shocked that it's been 200 plus days.
Right? So all we want to do is just, as we kind of keep sending home our long-term residents, I know yesterday it was really emotional for some of our staff. They were so happy.
Yeah.
It's just that moment when they finally leave and someone kind of takes a little bit of a chance and they come and get to know them. They all have their unique personalities, but Harper's definitely the one who just loves everyone. She's a people pleaser.
Yeah.
It's okay. She doesn't, like other friends, she just wants to suck up all that attention herself because she deserves it.
Misty, what else is going on at the SPCA?
So this Sunday, we have our Valentine's event down at Charlie's Choices downtown. So that will go from 10 to 4. So you can come by and grab a nice Valentine themed photo of your pets, yourself, your kids, your hamster, gerbil, guinea pig. I don't know. The photographer from RBD Beauty Photography, she loves all kinds of things. Last time we had ferrets at our Christmas one. Like, we love anything that comes. We get hamsters, rabbits. It's a good time, and all the proceeds go towards the shelter. And we'll also have nail trim. So if you're thinking about getting your dog, cat, anything really, I think Megan at Royal Designs by Megan, I think she just loves trimming anything. So if you're thinking about it, she even said one time, she was like, yeah, I'll do some face shaves. And I laughed and I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, can you imagine someone comes in, they're like, I need my beard shaved. Yeah. She was like, I'd probably do it.
I could use my back. Maybe I'll go in there.
Oh, Sean.
Hey, TMI, whatever.
And then in 2 weeks, we are still in a really big need of volunteer bakers for our bake sale on Valentine's Day. It's been a weird year. We usually have a lot of people that come out and they try to bake for us, but we haven't seen as high of a number of bakers, so the whole event is run on volunteers. So if you're really thinking about even doing some baking Sunday and bringing it in Monday for the sale on Tuesday, please reach out to us. We could use all the help we can get to make the event a success.
You can find more info on their website, fmspca.ca. Thanks, Misty. Thanks, Harper.
Would You Rather Wednesdays.
Let's picture that it's minus 40 outside. You don't have any volunteering. You have no activities on your schedule, Steph, okay?
Okay.
It's just you and your husband. Are you watching the saddest movie ever or the scariest movie ever?
Oh, the saddest movie ever.
Okay, you're in for a good cry?
Yeah, my husband will wish for the scariest movie ever, but I would not be watching that. My eyes would be shut the whole time.
Yeah, so you're very selfish in your ways of movie picking. You get the choice over your husband?
Every single time. Sorry, Sky.
Too good.
Sean, would you rather have a dog forever, but no other dogs like you? Or never get to have a dog yourself, but everyone else's dogs always come say hi?
Wow. I have to have every dog love me.
Yeah.
I will make the personal sacrifice of not having one if all the other dogs in the world love me. Yes, I will take that.
Want more of today's show?
Download the Mixed Mornings and More podcast.
Now available every weekday.